Welcome everyone to this wonderful promotion of us, Erik Roth, myself, and Anjani Siegrist, co-creating a very special event, June 19th to 25th in 2019, called Light on Water, an astrology and yogic alchemy retreat on Kauai, the island of Kauai in Hawaii. It's one of the oldest, in fact, one of the oldest, more primal ancient sites in on the Hawaii island chain. So there's absolutely perfectly black skies there, perfect to see the night sky in the Milky Way galaxy. Well, it's not just going to be about seeing the night sky. It's going to be about integrating what we're learning into our bodies, into our energy, into ourselves. And Anjani is going to be sharing a lot about how to do that, what we're going to do, and what's going to come up. I'm also going to be sharing today what to expect when we do see the night sky, and are helping develop a relationship with these planets within our own being, because they live with us, just as the ancient teachings, as above, so below, as within, so without. They're part of us all the time. So Anjani, so happy that we get to do this together. So what is the Light on Water retreat about? If you can share a few words about that.
All right, so my name is Anjani, and I've been practicing the healing arts for about 20 years now. I lived in India for 2 years studying yoga, and I continue to study Tantra yoga here in the States. It's an ongoing study for me. And the vision for this retreat is that we have a group of people together, small group. I'm hoping for we can have some cohesion among ourselves also, and really learn some of the traditions from yoga as far as Ayurveda, how to properly nourish our bodies according to what phase of life we're in, what environment we're living in, and our spiritual and nutritional needs, learning to eat and feed ourselves according to those things. And this amazing piece of information that I've been integrating over the last 5 years through the astrology school that Erik is the director of, that has really been helping me to build this very diverse network of myself in relationship with the sky. So these are the things I want to share through the yoga movements. And in Tantra yoga, that the sky is actually imprinted on our physical body, and every season co-relates with an activity that we're doing and a phase in our every single breath cycle. So these are some of the things that I want to be sharing with you during this retreat. And having Erik there to share his passion of the night sky is a dream come true for me personally. So really looking forward to this, the food, the yoga, the breathing, meditations, the guided shamanic journeys we're going to be going on, and also some of the teachers from the island who I've met over the course of this year, 2018. I've been to the island 6 times and have met the most amazing, wonderful people. If I could give one small piece of aloha, that is just bringing your physical body to that island, it's so transformational and so healing. And I am so excited to be sharing this with you and creating this event with Erik. So thank you so much for watching the video and hopefully showing up and sharing space with us.
Thanks, Anjani. Yeah, I'm excited too. This is a dream come true to be able to teach this and to go to a powerful place to take in this. And for everyone here, one of the big highlights is what is this night sky, and bringing in the astrology. So we have some things here to share with you to give you a bit of a preview of what we're going to be seeing. So, take this in for ourselves, and there we go. Yes. So it's going to take place just after the full moon. So just a couple of days after the full moon. We're going to be seeing all of the visible planets that, and including the moon, will be visible during the time that we're there, which is not something that always happens, especially in the case of the planet Mercury, which tends to be a little more challenging to get a hold of, to see either in the morning or the evening skies. What I'm going to also share is like a lot of basics about astrology, especially for those that are new to astrology, and why would we want to even go into this territory. But we are, we are embodiments of, we have this powerful relationship with the stars and the planets, the moon and the sun, and the seasons of the earth. They're all connected. There's no division here. And any division that we do feel is basically more in our minds. This is also the time of the summer solstice, and here in the Northern Hemisphere, June 21st in the early morning on the island of Kauai, we're going to have that summer solstice. And then so the evenings will feature Mars, Mercury, and later in the evenings, Saturn and Jupiter. But we'll get to dance and work with the masculine and the feminine energies through these planets, as well as their relationship to ourselves. And this is going to be one of the big highlights, is because Mars and Venus, representing the masculine and feminine, are about to enter just a few weeks before they enter the underworld and the glare of the sun. And so this saga, this relationship between us and them, is really, really important. We're going to be able to embody that more and have exercises around this, practice through yoga, through the massage work that Anjani is bringing. So this is one of the night sky images that you'll be able to take in. This is inviting the heart to touch the mind, things that you can connect with astrologically in your own body, in your own being. Feel free to, as you're watching this, to take these in, and these are things that we're going to explore more when we all come together in June. And on the morning of the 21st, in fact, that whole week that we're there, the planet Venus will be visible in the early morning sky before sunrise along in the Bull constellation, which is an ancient symbol of our lineage, our ancestry that goes back many thousands of years to the time prior to this patriarchal usurpation of the collective. And this constellation was really, really vital to an important marker of the ancient matriarchal and matrilineal descendants, as how we measured humanity through its stages. So we'll get to connect with our ancient brethren through this constellation and Venus and the stars present there. Dancing with the feminine, yeah, this is going to be amazing. The Mars and Venus later come together in the summertime, but we won't be able to see it because they'll be on the other side of the sun, hidden from our eyes. But the masculine and feminine come together in a way that's there to bridge the gap and reveal our vulnerabilities, reveal our truer selves with each other, in a way that only great mystery can bring out in us. And so this workshop this retreat will be able to have an opportunity to do that. And Anjani, if there's anything you want to add to what I've shared about the masculine and feminine and embodying this in our own bodies, feel free to jump in here.
Yeah, thank you so much. So over the last 4 years, this has been my specialty area of most curiosity, is really asking questions. What does it mean to be feminine, and what does it mean to be masculine? Feminine, masculine are not just for males and females. And this is something that has been showing up in so many different ways. I wrote a book called The Alchemy of Intimacy, Love and Sexuality Workbook, where it's a 14-week journey, really, really diving deep into questioning all of the things that we have in our mind that tell us who we are supposed to be as a man or a woman, and how we try to fit into these tight boxes. And working with the actual planets of Venus and Mars has really, really helped me to expand my limited human conception ideas about feminine, masculine. So being able to work with this, being able to see them in the sky as we're doing the practices during yoga, with running energy through the right side of our body and through the left side of our body. So much of the tantric yogic breathing practices and meditation are just focused on that alone, bringing or creating a bridge for Shiva and Shakti within the body, the intellect and the primal power of the pelvis, uniting those two within our body, using the spine as a bridge. And it's something that I try to teach in videos in my own work, but it really does need to have at least a week-long focused practice on really, really bringing that awareness into our body. Every single breath ends up, bridging, like literally making your body be the bridge between heaven and earth. So really excited, Eric. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for asking there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm really excited to learn more from you during this workshop myself, even. And this next slide here is showing you where Jupiter and Saturn are going to be in the evening sky. So if you stay up a little bit later, you'll be able to see this. And what we're looking at here, this is the evening of the solstice. So the solstice actually takes place in the early morning, but that evening, and really almost all evenings that week, you'll be able to see Saturn and Jupiter bridging the two sides of the galactic center. So the center of where the center of the galaxy is, where the black hole is, where the golden gate for souls to go and, eventually be reborn to wherever the next stage might be. So as the sun is rising in a specific place, we're looking at where the sun will be in 6 months from that point in December. And this is really an amazing window. It's like looking through time. And Saturn and Jupiter are getting ready. They're doing their own dance. They're coming together later in 2020. But during this time, again, another powerful way of bringing two middle world planets, which help us orient to our lives, our vision quest, directing us to our goals, what we want to accomplish, how we can plan ahead, and expanding our vision, expanding what we want, expanding our horizons to more frontiers. So these two planets in these spaces, along with this area of the sky, is really a really potent. Really potent for us to connect to energetically. It's really primal energy coming through for all of us. And to find out more, we have Anjani created a special page for this event, and we'd love for many people to join us at this Light on Water retreat. Any last thoughts, Anjani, about it?
I have so many thoughts, but we'll see in the video. I'm really so excited. Looking at that image of Saturn and Jupiter in opposition to each other just really brings up so much about our inner authority, our inner guru. I think of Jupiter as our inner guru and Saturn as our inner authority, and how we're able to become the author of our life and have that unique sense of spirituality, that everybody has something a little bit different, and being able to see that in the sky as we're breathing that information into our body, having that planetary information match up with what's already in our body to activate that and bring it out. I see us all leaving from this retreat being more full of who we are, and being able to go back into the world with this sense of wholeness, and retrieving, remembering some of that ancient wisdom that our ancestors had danced and sang songs about and weaved into their art. Having our bodies be a living memory of that, and being able to be so much more potent and powerful out in the world.
Beautiful. Yeah, I am very excited about this. And you really pointed to Jupiter's and Saturn's qualities very poignantly. So thank you for bringing up those up. Yeah, it really is. They're really a powerful uh, guides and initiators for us to develop in our lives of this, our path of spirituality, or as you made our inner guru. And what did you call Saturn again?
Our inner authority.
Inner authority. Well, we could. I look at, and this is something that during this workshop I've been doing more exploration about these planets, and in Saturn's case, so authority. It can have that, especially in people's lives. But sometimes we actually need that in order to direct us, to direct our own personal traffic in the way that we need. It could feel constrictive at times, but really it's pointing the direction, like guiding a tree to grow upwards and in the direction that it needs to go in order for it to thrive in its life. And these plants are here to help us do that. All right. Well, thank you all for watching this, and there will be more information, more details shared around this retreat. So stay tuned.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.